For April Fools.
It's called
Grass.
0-1.
And the flavour text.
1-1-0.
They printed it, and I don't know why they printed it.
Wow.
It is with me at all times.
What's that? Speech-Dual Judgment.
So it was printed for April Fools.
There's so much to learn.
It's called Grass, and the flavour text is weeds, lol. I shit you not. Why it exists, I don't know, but I like to have it.
Oh, that's one I'll take it. I decided on my way out, this is what I'm going to do, yeah.
Weeds, lol.
I realised that I was playing online.
I just don't know what to tell you, bro. These 3 cards are
Jesus
good.
fucking Christ.
If you didn't want to draw it, shouldn't play.
No, you want to draw him.
Oh, good.
He opened
Oh,
them
here we
3
go. Yeah.
times.
But that's specific.
So that's pretty good.
11.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, that's even better. So no.
But you have to know what to go for.
I guess I'll go first.
I was using it online. I ultimately
I'm guessing this is useless, but
It's not. Knowing me, I'll draw the cards that facilitate it. Did not draw the cards.
What kind of deck?
Main phase.
I was honestly the
Just to stop him playing into
yeah,
it, you know?
yeah.
It's fine.
Pretty good.
You wouldn't want me to do that.
Wasn't that the brown man? Okay.
Yep.
We're having fun today.
Underground. Any.
He just played that shit name.
We're having a fun day today.
We don't have to play to draw here.
He's on the ball.
Gorilla effects.
End of day 1. So we put him on beach. Make him your metal. He's drawing time before.
Yeah,
Oh, that's 6.
I will
I'm not gonna lie, I don't have any concerns.
ask you.
And then
It doesn't matter.
I'll get half the deck with hand traps, and yeah, I don't know. Unless I'm going first, then I draw all 3 names. I draw
yeah.
So I'll go.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Italy.
Well, this is that deck where no one knows.
Effect adds any Regenesis card.
I don't know, I just made it up right now on the spot.
No reg.
Yep.
Back to the underground.
Bit of a shit talk.
Don't know. Take the average. Special effect to banish without deck.
Yeah, that's fine.
What was it you added?
Sage, so it's the Omni negate by sending another Regenesis.
Okay.
Uh,
And that's only on field. Or...
only on field. Just on my name.
Is it not good inside this?
I'm just assuming on the this is the wizard.
That's fine.
See how bad the banishes are. Hilarious.
Target number 1.
Actually, I'm gonna get this right.
Banish a special deck.
Special.
Let's go battle phase 1.
Oh.
That's the Omni one.
Change of care to summon itself.
Someone asked me like why one of them
Yeah, I think I'll press.
Banish one.
Oh, trap. Indeed.
Normal.
Gotta be activated.
Oh yeah, when I get one trap, I mean, not that it matters every one. I get one trap activation, but I can't use it this turn.
So if a card gets banished, this non-targeted banishes, this lets you add 2.
So if anything other apart from this one, I can send a card in the field to the right. Draw cards equal to the number of
Horus,
different names on my side. Return 2 cards from either banished or graveyard to hand or deck. Can't target Horus monsters for card effects or
And that's
attacks.
just something to
This turn.
Yeah, I was just wondering.
So there's a service specialty where it's going to, I can banish one from grave. It's this, yeah, banish one side, one side.
And then obviously they don't die by AoE while this is on the field.
And they can be targeted, right?
They can be targeted, yes. And that is set one.
Target the card on the field, one in grave, set the one in grave, set the one on the field.
No, I didn't have any weird things.
And then
Oh,
on
let's
res,
peel it on a
target
Sage to dash.
I don't deal with anything.
set the field, send it toad.
I did ask you if we want to go through that. I think that is my fault. Every person ever
That is totally awesome. Yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah.
Back to min.
Oh no,
So I can link with the monster that it points to. If I go into the back. Magma on SP.
you were going to go last year.
Yeah.
So, is it by effect or just leaves in general?
Leaves my side of field by.
Leave field by opponent's card effect.
Card effects, right, okay. So,
Yep.
Magnum effects.
To add.
Add a dragon in the end bits.
Yeah.
I'll link this, this, and this.
These things.
Yeah. Goddess effect to negate the entire board.
Yeah.
Is he just forgetting to play cards again? That's a pretty important one if it's the one that I saw.
Pretty important.
Yeah, if you get,
It's like you play with a handicap, 2 goods.
you get a pack of sleeves. You get the same sleeves you got for the top, isn't it? Yeah, 4 off.
Go Battle Fits.
Extremely little.
Swing into happy.
I will be able to use this at the start of the damage step.
Yeah, they're on me. All the face of cards are negated, right?
On him on
I think so.
These two what points to it.
Could be.
For each.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's really. Even if you go and don't like
Yeah, I can't read.
Right, so what we're looking at here.
Bot, right?
Bro.
Banish on side.
Yeah. Ecclesia effect.
Theo.
So itself. There is an extra on the field. Yeah.
Proceed to end phase, resolve Magna.
Is that in one?
That's a quick effect to summon.
All of the bit steals are a quick effect to summon, and this can quick effect remove a ritual or any extra deck. That's my tribute. I'll pass to you.
Stand by.
Leave the main phase. Battle phase.
Does this have an effect on my turn?
Yeah, if you summon a ritual or any extra deck monster, I contribute another light or dark to target and banish.
Oh, another. So nice.
So nice.
Main 2.
I will go.
I'll go end phase, what character set? Okay.
Summon?
Yep.
Set.
Summon.
But I do play proxies.
Activation set.
Sanguine. Summons Lord from deck or grave. Or if I already have a Lord, I can summon any zombie from those locations.
Yep.
So you get to add top.
And then it's zombie locks into it.
That's one.
And then on a turn I didn't use that, I can banish it to set one of the spells, the continuous traps. The trap monsters, sorry. So summons Lord, essentially, is all you need to know.
On res, I'll get rid of your save address.
This is unaffected by.
It's gonna be killed by battle, like some monsters summoned from the extra deck.
I happen to played the game with other characters
Yeah.
for a while. When I went to these other
Oh, do you want to swim in
one
hand?
character,
Oh,
I
no,
kind of
no,
literally
yeah,
have to
that's fine.
do nothing. Like I would just
Oops.
start
Do
a
something.
remembrance. I'd have to do something around
Oopsie daisy.
with a
Is there anything live on the ground?
I'd finished that.
Or
Migrate.
can trigger.
It literally went from
Nothing will trigger in
For
Migrate.
tuning 2 Elixir the Glorious Golden Land, I'll pay 800 points to do one of 2 effects.
and done stuff with other
Like
characters.
The one I'm going to use is summon itself as a normal monster, and then if I have Elixir Golden Lord on field during res, I can bounce a monster from field.
It's a bit
And then
shit.
I've got chilling
It
to
just
see
feels
something
really like not thought about. It was like it should have been something you have to actively be trying to do, or even
I'll summon and
maybe
I'll
if you
bounce
want to
it.
make it sort of quick, have it so that you can have
The
like
2/5.
Yeah, defense is 20,
This
so
one.
it's 10. Attack is 15.
To tribute this to
But
the game banisher.
yeah, that was really weird.
Getting
Obviously,
banished.
all the remembering skins, these cool endgame, well, not endgame, but like quest complete shines all look terrible. Not in like not in a mean way, but like I've just gone through the effort of doing this quest,
I'll go Val.
and the skin that I get from it is.
Nothing happens if they go to grave for me.
If this goes to grave, I get to send a special summon monster to the grave.
You thought this would be
Okay. And is that by...
If it leaves the field after.
one skin?
25 attack, 20 defense.
In that case,
Complete
I'll
normal monster,
go...
so it's only by effect.
Like change.
Attack.
The gameplay, I think it's good. I
And
think
then...
I think you're just fighting more shit than you have more weapons.
Attack.
Sure. Eat it.
I think it goes down.
I would hope so.
This sort of
Playing Pokemon rules or
Main...
never have to with Beaver.
If he is killed...
It doesn't float. It's one of the only one that doesn't float. So this is 1 and done completely. Yeah.
2 cards.
It has another effect on field, but it's no longer a trap, so to
For
speak.
whatever reason, all the weapons you get in Night are only base game elements.
Yeah.
No DLC element.
Battle.
No, but it came out. It was like
I'll just end.
by the time
Yeah,
it was developed,
Ow.
the DLC.
Stand by, go Regenesis code to
So
special.
there's, I just feel like it's like surely it would have just been like, hey guys, should we
Oh.
put more weapons in?
Stand by me.
Effective archfiend
Possibly.
attack.
Like for what it is, there's no way in hell that this had a long development cycle. I think the only thing that I'd say gets the development
Shall
time,
contact you.
obviously the core game mechanics, the new
Fallen
bosses,
Angel of Takoda
and some of the animation.
So can contact use by triggering a light zombie if I've got Lord on field or in grave.
It feels raw.
If it goes from the grave,
Book
I
of
can summon
Moon by
Elf
sending
from
one
deck,
to grave
graveyard,
and
make it.
soul charge by sending it to you.
And there is a fusion that was never played until this exact point.
Yeah, just not a lot of content, especially because like the difficulty from I think Souls Lights in general.
I will
You on your own against great art boss, and then when you just get 2 of the people,
these two.
and if you're speaking to these people like Discord, chat, whatever, you're able to communicate
I'll
through that game so quick.
I'm sorry.
Team link one.
I'm gonna scoop, I choose.
So yeah,
I used code and then went into the issue. So I'll just scoop.
Love the card you control.
Far too much has changed. So.
Use that.
there's the possibility you can get better.
So which card was it?
So this locks me out of the thingy for the entire turn, and I just zoned out and I didn't use it.
Now I speak to Limgrave I don't understand why in any way, shape or form they
I'll go Chilling 1 for an Angel to summon. So Chilling 2 target red to banish it.
Yeah, no, it's got that.
Hey, hey.
So confused. Not good.
Yes,
FromSoft have not said that it's a robot.
Just ignore card
So
attacks.
it's
That's fine.
name becomes Eldritch Golden Lord on field. Can't wake up by battle of card effects as a continuous effect. Once per turn, contribute a face-up monster, face-up zombie, and brain control a monster of yours. But that monster can't attack or use its defense turn.
Yeah, because there's like
Yeah, game 2.
Cost Sanguine to set a golden land.
the boss pool is so small you'll end up fighting loads, but you'll also end up
I was going to say, like,
Thanos are not that bad.
I think it was actual final
I was going to say, after it, I could have, like,
I'll then go Lord and Grave, send a
break it back
Cranky
to
Oh, sweet.
add it to hand and summon Wandering Titan of Tartarus. Again. No, this is summoned with the Lord effect. So this is just, it's 1,000 bigger either side and it's indestructible. You don't want to draw it, mate. It's just random card that was printed 2 sets ago. That's insane and 2 strategies.
Indestructible.
Indestructible. It's 36 1000. And if it's sent from field to grave, I can bin a card from hand and then send a card you control to grave. Or card on field.
That's for Regenesis, so I can add any
I
Regenesis
will
monster.
go to the battlefield. Kill.
Gaping Dragon.
Yeah, exactly that.
Anything around. Special Archfiend by revealing Lord, effect to add a Regenesis card.
Set 1, in phase, Conquistador to set a Elixir, set a Scarlet, and pass to you. Now.
Special set.
Yeah.
They're not.
Pretty good.
Effect of Lord, to set a Regenesis spell trap.
Yeah.
Boss swap. So nameless.
So that's one that
That's the one that watches from the extra deck, don't remember it this time.
You have a higher.
1,
blue. I'll take 1, take 11.
11, put you to 20 something.
That's when you'll see
Divided by 11.
No, that's
17.
you might add it. I'll add J.
the spell
Triggers on- They're all on special.
Oh, special.
Oh, fossil dig.
I'll think on res.
Add 1 level 6 or lower down from that.
He's only for that one.
Yeah.
So does shift.
I'll go Scarlet to Sun.
Shifter is a bit horrible in this respect, because it means I can't use half my
So
effect.
the bug one, obviously, they make the bug,
Go ahead.
the bug one. So like, there's a few of them that are locked to bosses rather than environments.
Cards I can get.
Stand by me.
Yep.
No, sorry, no.
So that one's the omni gate.
This is on the game. In the battle phase, this guy goes 5k.
I've used my
It will always be outside of that, so that you can get to it quickly.
Can go as well.
Yeah,
Lava Golem, I do.
without having to worry about, oh, we can't.
and then on res I'll punishment of Jet.
No, sorry.
I destroys it.
Yeah, I
So I'm
have
like, oh, that's a bit more. I don't know, I think it's just, it gets repetitive.
From deck to
With, I think that's the main thing.
I take Regenesis code. Special summons a Regenesis from deck. I'm locked out of the extra deck until the end of my turn.
It's not a roguelike. Certain ones are like
Will affect the dragon, tribute itself, target this, and it is Cosmic Cycling.
I was playing the Guardian Shield and Halberd. I did not see another Halberd from any boss that was better than what I barely
I will
saw
Dragon's Mind to negate and destroy.
I think possibly, I don't know, it depends. If they don't, if they're saying it is
As Lava Golem has 2,500 defense.
characters should be
Or is that the requirement?
Needs to have 2,500 attack and 1
Guardian
defense.
guy.
I will then, on res, activate Birth, sending it to the grave to Soul Charge.
But like Great Shield and Halberds, kind of its own named playstyle.
Effect of Archfiend's Art.
But
Oh yeah, Edison, I don't know. If you have to. You could drop a for us.
it's a weird one. It's a weird one. I'm hoping it gets better.
If you had something to do, the very first turn standby phase, on the ball, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I like
What's that one do?
you draw
Yeah,
one
but
banish
that
four.
already happened.
Draw 1, banish the top 4.
Like any dragon in.
I mean, I do like drawing cards.
Will fly onto a small cliff because there's tons of small cliffs around. Because they did that in the base game anyway. So yeah.
Draw Pot, Mag, and
I think
Dragon.
there's definitely a possibility, especially if you
I'll
set
go battle phase and
night boss.
An end. During the end phase, I go Dragon's Mind effect to reset. I take 2/5. Then Birth resolves,
That exact reason.
I'll go once.
and then Effect of Sage, Effect of Dragon, Effect of Archer. If they're sent to the grave during your turn, they add back damage. Draft turn, take 1,000 off Lava Golem.
Well, to be fair, Dance's original fucking boss room was a tiny ass.
Effect of Archer.
Standby.
Yeah, but a
Special
few times that is surprising.
Special
No, I don't think they. I don't think.
Go about
they
this.
can.
You see why it's open.
Yeah, Ned's not very,
Single player experience.
it's not very good into this one.
Be like, yeah. But because
I've seen too many people.
I think you get
Too many nimbles.
can get picked up quite quickly.
Too many beavers.
Much
No
beaver.
such thing as too much beaver.
I love too many beavers.
Much beaver.
It's just going to get you up anyway.
Too many beavers.
Much
like-
beaver, such wow.
Like, I don't know.
Normal
It's,
beaver.
it's a weird one. It's a really weird one. 'Cause it
Yeah,
seems like a good concept. I think it was just executed badly. But I also think that there's the possibility that it hasn't been executed badly. It's just not a good concept. Like, I feel like it's weird. I don't know. It's very strange.
Good game, tick.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and my mate were trying to think of funny bosses. I think we thought, what's it? The deacons. The deacons. Yeah, but we think that we thought that would be funny. Same with the same idea, but with the 3 skeleton ones.
Ooh, that looks totally awesome.
Lost Sinner would be fun.
Don't start with me.
Yeah, we were just talking about
How about cute?
we thought that the
Black and blue.
Rune Sentinels, that'd be funny. There's a lot of bosses they could add, but I
I
think
wouldn't mess with him. He is dead set on doing this.
what they developed for time is
Are they on Renegade at any point? Even
The Omninigate is just during your play's turn,
It's like a
summon
barrier of
Regenesis,
ice over me while I try and
more
go.
about
that you feel chained in your place.
like
I really do.
buy DLC.
So I can treat him
You know that it's
comparative.
going to add.
Well, when it summons, like
full strike
basically
combo.
just against whatever you do, I can, in response to it, like send
What did
something.
you add?
Unless if it's judgment,
Yeah, judgment like ruins
More
it.
bosses you have a chance to see,
because that's not just him.
and maybe like
Kind of masquerade is a good strategy right now.
Show me your IP address.
Yeah. You snooze IP.
Yeah, go for it.
That whole idea of paying
Stand by.
That's fine.
I'll swap this for a
Limbo is like,
Stand by me.
Well, the,
That's not that.
interesting to see.
well, the competition is snoozing. I'm here.
I will.
You're awful, lads.
Good thing you're pretty.
I know it.
I think the next
Privilege, really.
character we get is
Monster,
gonna be intelligence one.
monster.
Off the games, we didn't have enough time and it was a bit overpowered.
One
Corrupted.
So they
Anything else?
So I think that will be one of the next characters that gets added.
Or go to the main thing.
Yeah, and maybe a sword, or I'm expecting some kind of sword character in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, who knows? Who knows? It is a really weird.
I can't remember that.
Which one?
The Adventure.
The adventure one, the level 3,
I'm not like, oh my god, I want to
banish it from grave to add.
Which card does it add?
It adds Rite of Aramis.
barely any rewards.
I like that.
The relic system
Yeah.
is.
I'm going on a faithful adventure.
The activation effect of adventure is the one that adds and then discards, right? And then it's the one that's chained to someone that just adds.
graveyard. Yeah.
So the one that on the activation, that's the one that adds and then discards, isn't it?
Yes, you will.
Yeah.
The one card that I can't do with.
It's like it is a small-ish area where you can't go out.
Elflector of Black Awakening. It's just
You have
like
to
the
discard the
Sacrifice.
card, right?
It can summon from hand or deck. It hasn't been defensive.
But other than
Understandable.
yeah,
Yep.
Anything on rest?
No.
yeah.
Activate
Yeah.
initiative.
They would probably have to change that. A lot of bosses are given as like worm face can be a boss, and it's just a ton of death
Set 1. Anything on setting 1.
enemies.
Set 2. Anything on setting
Kind
2.
of have to kill
In the same.
the death blight.
Orpheus Conquistador. Set 10 Elflector.
You have to take because he's just orating death. Like that's the gimmick for that fight.
Elflector of Scarlet Sentiment.
Like, oh my god. Yeah.
4 of them, right?
It's an awful concept for a
I
fight.
will
Like, I understand there's
think
three
in
of you,
standby.
but still, like, not fun in any way. Especially
Skill
if some people don't know what
Skill or a new death.
which I'm guaranteed.
Um,
I'm certain that people
That is
playing this
fine.
never
I'll
played
Crowley
one of those
Enchantress.
games. I mean, softball games.
Oh, good
Friends
point,
were
No.
like, oh, get this. And then they died for stuff that
That is pretty
never
cool.
knew existed.
I wouldn't have done it if you didn't call back.
Fair enough. I would.
You initiated chemical warfare. You broke the Geneva Convention. You can't call by a golden lord.
Yeah,
In the Geneva Convention.
that as a whole,
Activation.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
It's weird. It's a fun game, and I just don't think there's a lot of content there.
Non-effect
There's only
on
3
summon.
characters that have a unique ending. When I reread was, when they said, "Oh, everyone's got a quest line," I was like, "Oh, they're all going to have a unique ending." And then you got almost 3 out of the 8.
It's still big.
One of them is.
Yeah, I think that's an unwritten effect. I'm fine saying it's big. I'm not too sure though.
Yeah, confirm.
Actually, no,
No,
because
it
boosting
would-
itself.
yeah,
No, it's,
so
yeah, it will go up and then go right back down again.
I would like to I'll pump for something.
Attempt to summon Eldritch the Golden Lord. Deco Grave. Onslaught of bells or.
No bells, no whistles.
What level are
Would you like a replay?
the ones that you summoned for
Would you
the
get a
other
replay?
game?
Would you like a
The Elden
replay?
Ring is a 7. The Archfiend's an 8. Dragon's an 8. Warrior is an 8. Warrior is a 7. And Lord is a 10.
That doesn't change or affect me in any way, shape, or form. Relics that are like really cool characters. It's like,
Robo Battle Phase.
I don't need to play this
Nine.
game. So just be on the quest.
Yep.
Yeah. It's just like, well,
51 to 65.
yeah.
I will go main 2.
Like, all my mates are pretty much
I'll go Black Effect to set a golden land from down.
got it a week before, so he just went and.
I'd like to on those. Imagine what your MC.
And then in end phase, I'll banish Scarlet to set that care. Pop a face up card, DD Crow.
Not gonna take away anything about
That's right.
It's a dragon in the end page.
There's only one way out of that. It's kill that.
Was it that one?
The thing I've got is Jabba Bears. That is the only way I'm getting around that fucking thing.
It's not even boosted.
I have to half draw. Half draw it. It's something that can kill it.
But you got a mystery back row that I'm going to respect. And it takes more than 2 lords to.
Activate?
Well,
I really don't.
no, I don't have game of the cards I have. This is 18, this is 5.
You double down and be like,
Yeah, now it's not.
Ah, to be fair, I could have made this great thing. This has been big enough to like.
I got end phase 1 character summon, and then I could banish a card from either grave. I've got lords.
Access code. Spectral summon. Target that, some fat.
fucking massive.
It's a trap.
Yep.
Soz, show me. It's all one effect, so it's just a trap effect.
I will.
But they're weird ones. I will banish a card that probably doesn't have a mana.
Yeah, it's going to have itself back from the grave.
Yeah, that's fine.
I really hate when people like this.
Probably just going to get those off to deal with it. Just in case.
So we alright, so that's your grave.
Douche. Stand for me.
Drop it?
I'm just thinking in the end, please. I'm going to get rid of my DD Crow.
Just
Trust it.
can drop it?
I just noticed what I. Was that
No monster.
May as well be able to get.
Oh, because you got the wing movers. Sure.
That's fine.
Sure.
Just have to go from field to grave, that'd be outrageous. Which is 36.
No monster request, but I can still attack and shit, right?
Yeah. I always forget to put that one in the defense. It is what it is. That is fine.
Negate the sword.
That's very Regenesis.
That's what I mean.
Or it's like the
How many monsters?
I don't know any Regenesis monster. I completely forgot that side about it. Like, really funny. 3K.
Fancy that. Then
I completely forgot that I've already got that as well. Holy
Got
shit.
another strike.
Fumble!
Could be a warning, could be anything.
Could be.
How?
Golden.
Oh, sorry, yeah, no. I can summon it, but I don't get the effect of it.
How did you get
I'll go Lord.
Because an
Same
inheritance.
cookies, so I'll add it to hand summons on boosted stats. On 35, you're on 36.
I thought it was an effect, that's all.
No, no.
It's applied from the grave, so it
Losing the right
It's the only thing you want is
Just a bit of a fumble.
the name has like not right.
Little fumble.
The history practice.
roll rabbit, no effect.
So that's the only
Battle phase.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's big.
Oh, you hadn't even played that game. I did contingency say it was a ghost girl or something.
Well, that would have been great. Well, useless.
So
Again. That would have been 5 easy to hit this and then live. This ball, when you decide, I'm going to buy some stuff.
Yeah, there's what's it? Overlap with Lancia. I just get denied a turn.
It's so hard to what actually work.
but I am not the fucking
One of the only edge I get from the deck is that, like, it just bricks a lot of non-engine.
I did not have that level
But then there's random crossover anyway.
knowledge that I've earned.
So like draw shouldn't work, but if I do open a day 7, it's like it's a draw target,
That I have worked hard
which is a bit sad.
but I couldn't open up and press them and strip them down. Oh, Jude there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Jude.
But sorry, I got really happy in my open hand because I thought I had an ultimate slayer. It's not as this, but they're basically the same cards. So I was like, oh sick, I can just crack the board with that. And then I looked at the thing, I was like, when did it transform into an Adesa?
So if you think
All it does is bait token.
having two games
But this was very useful.
That was very useful.
In conjunction with
That was
this,
fucking fantastic.
my only line of
Yeah,
knowledge
that
was
was literally
those.
the only way to get around it.
And the only reason even I grind was to happen to draw a gold one as well.
Hey, all the stars aligned.
It was fortunate. Fuck out.
this is how you
It was like last week when I got gnomes. This is fine.
This is all good.
I have the bodies.
You can do it in Lytham actually, it's a prime example.
I'll go.
Brand A coffee shop,
Infix.
brand B coffee shop, brand C
Let's make
coffee
code
shop,
to.
interspersed with independent coffee shops. Right?
Yes.
All of them do things.
Another news, another
ever
question
so
for you.
slightly different.
One of these
All
wiki
of
questions I
them
come up with.
slightly
What do you think is the best deck?
You can go to places like Spain.
Fuck.
Italy,
Good one, isn't it?
Oh, that is.
So which one?
Cosmic Titan.
like big
I do suppose it's all it takes because probably just get a mad rush.
I'll say, okay,
Or
what's
certain,
your, I could say great, what's your favourite? There you go, that's better. What's your favourite? What's your favourite decade?
Yeah.
For whatever reason you wish to give.
I'm gonna
You
drag it on
wish to give.
the.
You like the decade or you think the decade was substantial? However you want, answer how you wish.
Pokemon, Friday Night Magic, One Piece.
I want into.
Everybody goes Friday Night Magic.
My answer, I'm going to the 60s. I'm confident with the 60s.
there's so many good answers. The 60s, that's where.
But the 80s
You
is
can,
also
you, can, you can see the 60s because that's when cinema was.
yeah.
All the original ideas were in the 60s.
You give credence to the 30s, which is also a good answer, and the 1930s.
I think the 80s is fantastic because that's when it started.
Tuesday miniatures and
80s is also a solid answer. That was Liam's answer. Is like,
Even the 2000s to 2010, that weird gap is not
once a month.
bad.
And the next week it's bring
That's
your
like an
kids to the
experimental
other
thing.
shop.
yeah,
It
that's a
really
true
was,
statement.
it really was an
At the very
experiment because I don't think they could figure out how to follow the 90s, which was a bit.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened. But anyway, what do we do after nothing? Because we can't do what all the things that's been done. The 90s was a failure. So then that's when they started trying to get the machines.
Yeah.
Or like your new brand.
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. Your new brand came out. So I would say 2000.
And they are all run
In terms of importance for modern cinema, that's 2000.
prices.
Whereas when you're looking at cinema in
Heroes
regards
and
to
whatever. They all have
what it
the
is,
same stuff.
what it means to be cinema.
The same
60s purpose.
Yeah.
Again, fantastic because it does record movie, that
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's almost like if
70s
60s,
you've got Rocky. That's all.
if 60s is the golden era, so 80s is silver age.
Yeah,
It's like a
agree with that.
refinement of what came 20 years earlier in a lot of areas.
I'd agree with that. But I'm a fan of that 2000 good one. If I was going to pick one that would be from the Rocky,
Yeah.
because what do you do after nothing?
Whatever
I
the fuck you want.
think they've done a pretty good
That's a
job.
level 7, isn't it?
7.
They've done a pretty good job.
None of them are cheating.
And then that's fine. Holiday Monday, low, we're free. We're gonna go fucking.
I think the 60s is.
You were expecting a lesser answer. From other people. From other people.
Oh, no, yeah.
No, this is going to add itself back in the office.
Just because
Hurts my soul. I think the
I'll
60s
take
is
the one, so it
the
doesn't-
great. It happens to be my favourite anyway. I think the 60s is the greatest era. 30s is pretty good though as well.
It says something when
50s is very respectable.
I think it says something when modern directors try to imitate the 60s.
Well, it's funny you mentioned. I just watched the other day. I watched The Birds. Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. The Birds. And there was on it a documentary, an hour-and-a-half documentary about this, like,
Not bad.
which one was the one
about
that
the,
would
like the history of,
three
like,
out
they had like a bunch of
of
directors on talking about it. They had, like John Carpenter was like, there's a bunch of things in The Birds that I copied for the thing, like the name, The Birds, the thing. It seems innocuous, but it wasn't really like, The Birds was the first one to have like an unsuspecting thing be the villain, like the wolf at the start of the thing. Like it's just a dog. You wouldn't think it's
Nothing
something.
triggers they die.
If this goes to grave, it's going
And
to
then
add like
like a lot of that's the camera work and
then
shots
it's
you can see in the thing as well.
then it's
like,
something from my review at 25.
So that has a huge lasting impact. And then Psycho on the slasher genre. It's on his birthday. A lot of musicals. So they're not kind of musicals.
That's even if it gets sent.
Yeah.
Screen. First screen.
Yeah.
Then what you do,
I
I
got
think
that one to
create
attack.
an actual slasher movie with a twist.
I will go
Yeah, exactly.
mint.
It's like a rebirth. Start again.
I think it's done a lot. Not all the great, obviously, but you gotta respect what they were trying to do. I think
Yeah.
that's probably
Like Thor.
like Thor. Yeah, exactly. Hold up, one. Yeah, that's it.
Johnny Turner.
You've got a bad decade or underwhelming decades.
The 90s.
Yeah,
Yeah,
correct,
straight
correct
on.
answer.
That-
Worse than the 40s and there's a World War going on.
Yeah. It really
No
was.
films came out because the ones at war.
That's a drawing.
Yeah, I'm not. I think the 90s was
David,
humanity.
how was that?
Film, music, clothing, technology.
Don't fuck about the music.
You know, if you fucking finish
The
on me,
90s is worse than the movies. I hate the 90s
Let's
music.
let's Google the best movies of the 90s.
The Matrix.
Crazy.
Silence of the Lambs.
Done by me.
I'll try and sell it. I think Philosopher's Stone, technically.
Yeah. I think so. There's always going to be outliers.
1, 2.
Shawshank Redemption? I haven't watched it, but it could be in the 90s, it could be 2000s, I don't know.
I think it's like then the
Phantom
highest of
Menace.
highs, the lowest of lows. Yeah. Get my point.
Making films that we've already seen.
I love 3G. I think it's just don't give me anything. I would rather have nothing than 3G.
You're essentially in the 90s right now, so
Yeah, they say Pokemon's the biggest brand in the world.
unless you know you could do something now, but you're just not.
Right.
You could have connections.
Yeah,
You could be searching the thing you want.
if you went sat in a room with lead paint.
So I knew it was something like that. You just say 15 and we're better.
Okay, there's a few ones. Fallen, pretty good movie.
No, I don't give a
The
shit.
Thin Red
I
Line,
stopped
pretty
giving a
good
shit
movie.
like at season 2.
Jurassic Park.
I forget. Oh, that's
Yeah.
like one of the big.
Shawshank Redemption. Jerry Maguire.
No, I also gave a stop giving a
The Matrix.
shit. Anti-capitalist
Good Will
show.
Hunting. That's on there.
Very
Maybe I was too rough. Maybe I judged you too early, I see.
There's a lot of slop though that you got to trudge
Pulp
through.
Fiction.
What of them?
Schindler's List.
Twice and plus the
Damn. Okay.
building.
Goodfellas.
It's insane.
Oh yeah.
Like,
It's casino.
I'm starting to chase the usual suspects. Terminator 2.
I am
Men
looking
in
forward to
Black,
Sort of nice. Sure, yeah.
Saving Private Ryan, American History X,
Shaving Ryan's private. Yeah.
I was going to say, was that going to be Rose, but she just
Silence of the Lambs, Groundhog Day, Population, The Lion King and Toy Story, Can't Knock 'em, 1, 2,
Wow, that's a lot of
3, 6 Sense, and The Truman Show.
That goes back at the
You know what? The 90s was actually a fantastic decade for cinema. Maybe I was very wrong. But then again, that's a good list.
Gonna get it all face off.
There's a lot of slack.
Yeah, let's say
An easy answer for me would be like,
Okay, I'm
assuming it's a
gonna
decade that's complete.
right
Like, these are 2010s.
and say
I know there's a lot of good films of like the Interstellars, the Inceptions, but
Every Inception.
the modern movie.
2010.
there is the name.
Exactly. It's Sharknado.
Okay. 2000. Starting off pretty strong. Prestige. Children of Men. Have you seen Children of Men? Right. You know what you'll love? Most of the shots in the film are about 15 to 20 minute shots.
Did he
There's no stop. There's no cut.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, I like
Beautiful.
long
You'll love
shots.
Children
I
of
like
Men.
long
Yeah,
takes.
I'll go
Would
with
you like
the
the
answer.
synopsis?
No, I'm going completely around. What's it called? Make a note of that.
Children of Men. District 9.
District 9 sick film.
Here's a sick film. The Beach. Not a bad
Yep.
No, that's called Old.
Do you want to get one back or both?
Just one.
Unbreakable.
No, would you even get any?
Memento.
We'll get back.
We'll get back to that one.
Film and that, how was that film?
Deja Vu.
Only the
No,
other.
special summons from a graveyard. So
But no.
because they're being engraved, they'll be different.
Surprisingly,
I will
Black Hawk Down,
go.
one of the best
Yeah.
films ever made. And that's Fascination. Cloverfield.
Captain Marvel.
I'll go. That's one that.
Oh,
It's send the special summons.
But it's still getting in that mental
Watch me if you
graph.
can. Donnie Darko.
I'll take that one because that doesn't.
Lord of the Rings. Gladiator.
No, I think, yeah, the issue
The
is
Dark Knight.
Ubisoft.
Really?
Ubisoft
It was like 2009.
Bang on. Yeah, just before.
So what hasn't it?
Yeah, they want to make a lot of money,
So, 300.
and they know that single
They tried.
games
And then this one draws cards. Right?
Yeah, so I'll draw cards for every different monster in my monster zone. This will return to the banished graveyard
Films
behind
ever
the
made.
and then that one will have no effect. But I think so, because it's just not fire.
Okay, there it is. Twilight. Shaun of the Dead.
That's fine.
Casino Royale.
And then obviously you get one.
I start getting dudes back from
One of the
graveyard.
best films ever made.
And they're in.
I know, but
Tropic Thunder.
like the one criticism I always had was I wish I could be able to listen to
Sure.
Yeah,
So
it's
I'll change that.
Yeah,
Switch
well,
up.
that would have been sick.
IMDb says is the worst. I'm seeing Sam Raimi's
Croft,
Spider-Man, Suppose, Attack of the Clones,
So these can't be destroyed unless they're specifically targeted.
Mystery of the Sea,
So no
X-Men:
way.
Last Stand, the Third Matrix.
Is that just because of the King's Arc?
Conan, Wolverine, Tim Burton's Charlie House of Fantasy, which I think is
Oh, special
The
dragon.
Incredible Hulk,
Go fight the dragon to banish.
Twilight, yeah.
Banish.
A bunch of sloppy James Bond
I will
films.
go chain one, chain two.
I think we phrased because the 2010 is too much.
3 Michael Bay Transformers movies.
I'm going to read the notable films from 2010. Okay.
Yeah,
No,
one
so
block.
you're not, these aren't even right, they're just like, okay, it don't take some.
Inception.
Yep, good.
No, I will.
Get Out. That's from the horror genre.
Go Archie, Reveal, Lord, Extraction.
What's it doing?
It's gonna add.
Interstellar. Gravity.
I'll grab this.
This 2010.
I don't
I think The Martian, so I'm not going to watch it now, but The Martian was rated pretty well.
Sage.
Have you seen Whiplash?
Never heard of it.
Watch Whiplash. It's not a drama.
Okay, that's all I need to know. That's all I want to know.
Oh, yeah, okay. You're right, Garrett.
That's the regular job. Just to make sure
Oh, this will be it. So this will be added to my Amazon watch list. So that means I get It ends up getting logged, so I don't forget.
But yeah,
Regenesis.
so that could make sense.
Attempt to summon Dragon Ball.
What's it called?
All the main characters are coming with, what's it, Sam Bridges?
It's one of my favourite movies.
From America.
The Imitation.
Effective gears.
That was a banger. No,
It destroys everything on the board.
Just the
It's also a meter matchup.
Yeah, we had everything.
Rhapsody.
I hope they don't just like
Deadpool.
complete.
You've got no stars, so they should die.
So then it's just like a generic.
Yeah, no, I
The
think
shooting like in it
Blade
wasn't.
Runner.
Heat of Freezer.
Because that wasn't the main focus of the game.
I like Frozen.
Hereditary, probably one of the best
I'll
parts
pass to you.
That's a
I'm
bomb.
going to draw Golbert to summon.
Or, yeah, it's Spanish. Pretty cool.
No.
What have I seen?
Yeah,
Fuck
kill it. It's that test. Again, it's not a lot, but there's still good shit in there.
There's some glitter on the
Shang-Chi
turd.
was the best, I think.
Can polish
It was great. It was great. It was the only, like, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 made me
Banish you.
not hate the first two
James
Guardians.
Sage
Because
and
I hated the first two
Yeah,
Guardians.
games,
It
it's
was
like
awful. It was some of the biggest dog shit I've ever seen put to cinema, and I just despised it. But 3 genuinely was really good.
Even though it's
And
comic
players.
relief, just love the whole.
Actually, someone's the link.
Stand by me.
I've been waiting for that to be played.
Bow.
I was gonna say,
Theological.
2-5, 3-5.
Yeah, yeah.
So, who's the actor who plays James Rogers?
And it's just like our friendship, and it's like, oh, I'm
I don't want to add anything back because it's going to take too long to fucking resolve it.
Is there a famous scene of him acting?
And also,
I would have.
Nothing.
Yeah.
It's misplay I did.